Now is a good time to plug that you had a new piece out of Breitbart News today. Newsom's Proposition 50 will grow the Hamas caucus in Washington. I want to get there, what you mean by that. But first of all, I want to start with just the nature of how this got going. Is that Newsom wanted to respond to Greg Abbott's redistricting in Texas. But here's the thing with redistricting. Does he know? Can he really predict? Does he really have a sense of if he redraws a district? Does he know for sure he'll be able to get more Democrat seats? And what gives him that confidence?
The registration data and the mainly, but also there's like a whole host of things that go into it, like election voting patterns and things like that of the voters there. But what he's doing is he's connecting urban areas to suburban places, or he's connecting more of Los Angeles County to Orange County. Or one thing they're doing is they're splitting up conservative leaning Asian and Hispanic cities to dilute their votes, which is, interesting for a Democrat to do, who's supposedly the champion of the minority rights.
Right, exactly. So do you think it could backfire on a political level? Do you think there are people who maybe even vote Democrat who could see this and think, this is really sort of anti-democratic stuff where he's just trying to divvy up the state in to suit his own political will, and that's it?
Yes. So we know that opposition to this idea is bipartisan. We know that the bipartisan organizations got strong-armed very quickly into shutting up and not opposing this. And they are going along with it because they don't want to jeopardize, California is a one-party state right now, and they don't want to jeopardize or alienate their power and influence within the Democrat Party. So organizations themselves have been cowed. But the voters who understand what's happening, and that's like another piece of this, is the level of interest and education of the voters, those who understand it and those who hate Gavin Newsom, because that's an issue for even on the Democrat side, are voting against it. Now, we know that in every election, Democrats cross the aisle in California. We just don't know exactly by how much. And we need, probably more than 10% of Democrats and independents to cross over. And we expect that to happen because we expect this to be a close election. But right now, the turnout that we can track, and we'll have a lot more information at the end of the day. So, anyone who's following me on X and Instagram will get a good update today about where things stand in the early returns. But turnout has been low, and that's a problem.